Hi, Rob. Welcome. Welcome. Um, just decided to go live here. So we'll just wait a little bit to see if anyone comes on. This is sort of a very quick decision just to go live. So I just want to just wait and see who's on. Oh, it looks like a few are joining, so that's great. Let me know. Let me know if you're there. It's good to see. It's awesome to see that when I go live, we can almost automatically get lots of viewers. So that's really cool. So what I was thinking of doing is just having a conversation with you all. So, really keen to, get you involved and answer some of your questions, etc. And I want to talk about the Analyst Hub today. So we're really ready to launch the Analyst Hub. This is something we've invested a lot in and put a lot of thought and testing into it. And it's basically ready to launch. And the great thing is you can try it for free. So, I'm going to show you some of the functionality and you can try it as well. So, there's a great opportunity here. I mean, we've been on our sort of beta launch for the last couple of weeks and everyone started to use it quite considerably. And it's amazing to see how the community is really building around the Analyst Hub. And so now we're launching it live, and you can sort of jump in and have a play with it as well. So what I'll do, I'll make sure to link to the actual page where you can sign up. Okay, I'll put it in the chat, so you can sign up. You can sign up and have a start playing around. But what I'm going to do, I'm just going to switch over to my screen and just have a talk about it. Okay. And you can just fire away any questions you've got. I've just got to pop out my chat here. You just fire away any questions and we'll go from there. So Christian's asking, do we have any plans to build a folder structure? And yes, absolutely. So this is one of the big things that we're launching this month. It's called projects. And so what you'll be able to do is you'll be able to put a number of different documents all into one project. And I can show you in a second. I've got, even though we haven't built everything into the Analyst Hub just yet, we have designs. We have UX designs showcasing exactly how it's going to look. So it's just a matter of time. We've just got to we've just been testing a lot of things the last couple of weeks, and now we're back onto the development cycle, and we're going to try and embed some of these other great features. The other big one we're going to embed is called teams. So we're going to have teams and projects, and so this is going to bring an additional collaboration layer and organization and productivity layer to what the Analyst Hub enables. Okay. Cool. Okay, so let's just want to make sure I can see how many people are on. Okay, cool. So let me switch over. Give me a second. I just want to make sure I get the dimensions right on my screen as well. So here we go. Screen 3. Okay, hopefully you can see my screen. So here I'm at the Analyst Hub website. Okay, I'll just put it in the chat again if you want to download it or you want to sign up. And so this is our homepage now, and this is linked all across our websites, etc. And it just gives you a little bit of detail. We'll be updating this a lot as new features come out, and so you can still sign up here and sign up for free. So you can go we have a number of different tiers, which I'll show you in a second, but you can sign up for free and start using it. There's obviously limited functionality, but it's really easy and really inexpensive to upgrade as well. So I'll go through all of that shortly. So the App Center is really where you want to start. And so I click on that, and then I come to my Analyst Hub App Center for my own profile. So this is the key thing, right? Is that Welcome, Greg. Welcome, Greg. Greg Phillips is one of our enterprise DNA experts. So, Greg, I've just gone live. I've just decided to go live about the Analyst Hub. So happy to talk through any questions you've got, and just want to give as good a demo as good a demo as I can. As we kick things off with the Analyst Hub, I think it's what we've built here is seriously amazing and is going to help Power BI development and also organizing around your Power BI initiatives in an organization, like you wouldn't believe. It's going to really enhance the Power BI experience. So what we've got here. So I'll just give you a bit of an overview, okay, of what you can do here. Okay, so we've got the App Center here. So this is all of the apps, and we've got our community. And so within all of these apps, what you can do is you can save documents for each of these different apps. And what you can do is you can either save them to your personal documents or to the community, okay? And so here we have all the community documents, and you'll see that everyone's been using it quite a bit in the last few days. And so you see here that this is constantly updated. As soon as someone shares something to the community, you find the document for it. And then we have personal documents. So these are ones that I've done up in the last few days myself. Okay. And then we have this learn section here, which we're going to improve with some mini videos on how to actually use the Analyst Hub. So at the moment, this is pretty bare bones, but we're going to improve it very soon. I just wonder if I can get a bit more of a zoom on my sharing. I'm not sure. You are sharing your screen. It's not ideal that it's cut off a little bit, but that's all right. If you can't see it, just let me know. Has anyone just got any, before I sort of dive in and just talk away, has anyone got any questions? I want, it's a small group, and I want to be as relaxed and conversational as possible. I'm enjoying these more conversational type catch ups with everyone, and hopefully you get to know me a little bit better and I get to know you. So just fire away any questions you've got about the Analyst Hub before I sort of dive in. What I'm going to do, I'm going to stop sharing for a second, and I'm going to try and figure out how I want to know how I can change my screen size for the no. Maybe if I actually just go here. Is that a better view? Is that filling out the screen a little bit more? That's kind of like what I'm trying to test here. Not sure. Anyway, okay, no questions. All good. Okay, let's a little bit. Okay, cool. Control plus. No, that's not what I'm trying to do, Christian. But anyway, let's move on. So okay, so got the App Center. Now, what I've got here as well, I've got a Power BI model. Okay, so like, what in top level, high level, what is the Analyst Hub going to do? It's going to increase the productivity and collaboration around Power BI activities, right? Power BI development and implementation. Okay, so the idea is that just using sort of our first tool, the DAX cleanup tool. What you can do is you can go into the DAX cleanup tool, and you can obviously use this tool to format your formulas. Okay, so this isn't sort of brand new functionality, but we've added a lot of great stuff to it. Okay, so if I come in here, let's find a formula. Okay, so the cumulative total one, that actually has been done a bit, so I'll find something a bit more unique. Okay, so here's the unique formula: discounted sales. Okay, so I'm going to come in here. I'm going to copy this, and then I'm going to go back into my formatter. I'm going to paste it in here. Okay, then I can go format here. Okay, one of the interesting things we're going to do shortly, by the way, is we're going to allow you to save formulas here without having to actually format it. So this was a request from Melissa, because sometimes you don't actually like the formatting we've got here. You might have your own custom formatting, And that's absolutely fine. And so what we want to do is we want to make sure that you can keep it as how you want, right? So, sometimes the formatting, I don't actually love all the formatting we have in here myself. So, sometimes I come in here and I edit things. Maybe I want to move that up here. Maybe I want to move this up here. So you can edit it within this formatter, and then I can go commit, right? And do it however I like. But the great thing that we have built into here, right, is the ability to save the formula. And this is what is going to save, seriously save you so much time and speed up development. Okay. So you have so many regular patterns. Well, I can just go, okay, save this formula. And I'm going to say non-discounted sales. Maybe this isn't going to be your most heavily used pattern, but it is a pattern that you could call upon in the future, right? And so I could say this calculates sales that aren't discounted. Okay. Now I can make a decision here. Do I want to share this to the community, or do I just want to keep it private? Okay. At the moment, I'm just going to keep it private. So I'm going to go save. Okay. Then I can come over here to my documents area, right? I can come over here to my documents area, and you'll see now that my discounted sales has appeared in my own documents, right? And I've got this filtering mechanism up here. So I can go to my DAX formulas like so, and just look at my DAX formulas. And then I've got my color themes and all my other things as well, right? Okay. Now, what can, obviously I can come in here and I can then copy this code as well. I can copy it and I can copy it back into my Power BI model. Now, I don't think you can actually see my Power BI model because of the way I'm sharing my screen now. But basically, I've just gone and copied it back into my Power BI model like that, really, really quickly. Okay. Actually, let's stop share. Let's sort this out. Okay, let's go back to how we had it before. Okay, screen 3. Oh, can I move it here? No, it doesn't let me change it. That's all right. Okay, so all I did, I just copied it into here, and then you can do, obviously, in Power BI, you can do some other formatting as well, if you like. And maybe you want to. I mean, what you can do is say, if you do want to customize the way the formulas are inside your Power BI report, what you can do is you can customize them here first, and then there is a bit of a workaround. You can come back in here and you can say edit, and then you can basically just copy it back in here and then go commit, and then you're going to have your custom formatting that way. So that's certainly one way you can do it. So we're keeping all of these tools as flexible as possible, right? We want to give the user as much flexibility around how how you use it. So we're not totally prescriptive around you have to use it this way. It's there's a variety of ways that you can play around with. Okay, so the idea though is that now this particular formula is now saved within my documents, and any time that I use this going forward, I don't need to write out this formula ever again. Like literally, if this is a pretty common pattern, I can then always just come into Analyst Hub and quickly dive into this formula, copy the code into my model, okay? Like just this one feature, I know for a fact is gonna save a crazy amount of time. Because imagine, and even if you're just starting out with Power BI and you're sort of a beginner or intermediate user, I mean, you spend so much time. I remember back in the day when writing out these formulas and you're just like, wow, how am I going to learn how to write all these things? And so the idea is that with the Analyst Hub, we are trying to make this as simple and seamless as possible, right? And just this one feature, I believe, is going to make a huge difference. And I haven't even got into the sort of social network aspect of the Analyst Hub as well. Okay, so just a reminder, if you've jumped on the call, you can actually try this out for free. You can we're releasing it to the world today, basically, and so I'll just put it in the chat. You can sign up, and there's limited functionality for free users, but very quickly, I think you'll see from using it and also from demonstrations around how you can use it from me, you'll quickly see that it's absolutely going to be worth it if you do want to optimize your productivity around your Power BI development. Okay, so I personally still have a lot of work to do myself around building out my own personal documents, right? Like I've only got, so, I know I've got sort of 100 DAX patterns that I could put in here potentially, right? That are going to go into future models that I develop. And so I've been so busy just getting this ready to launch. I haven't even been able to play around with it myself. But what's been awesome to see is how, and this is where the community really comes in, right? So I'm now going to jump to the community feature. Okay, so now we've got an amazing community at Enterprise DNA. And so the best out there by far. And what you can do is you can share your formulas to everyone, right? And I share most of my, pretty much, I'm going to share all of my formulas, all of the work I do in the Analyst Hub, and everyone can leverage off what others are doing. And so, for example, okay, so really interesting patterns we have already. So, okay, so Brian's shared conditional formatting by color name. Okay, so Brian's one of our experts. And so what I can do, there's two things I can do here. One, I can click around this open document button. I'm not sure if you actually realize this, but I can click around it. And what this does is it brings me into a collaboration area. Okay. Now, I know that there's a few things that need to improve here. One is we need to be able to see the formula, because it's hard to sort of start a discussion without actually seeing the formula. You can click into here and go open document this way, right? But it's probably going to be better if we can actually see the formula itself to create a discussion around it. Okay, so that's an improvement that we are going to make. But what you can do is you can say, okay, nice simple formula here, Brian, right? And so this is all about building up our social network of Power BI users, right? Power BI developers. And so, you can have a discussion over time here. You can also you can also like it. Yeah, and we've got a few other ideas, but probably not priorities at the moment around how to improve this. Also, you can put a description here, put other details, put links, put videos, etc. So we're really trying to enable that as well. Okay, but what I can do is I can say, okay, well, here's an interesting formula pattern. This is something that is used quite often, and say that I really like this. Well, obviously I can just copy it from here. I can copy it straight away, and I can quickly copy it into my model. But what we've also enabled is you can catalog these for yourself and name them and customize them however you like. And so you see up here, what you can do is, okay, I like this one, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy it. I'm going to say conditional formatting example, sample switch statement pattern. Okay, and then I'm going to save it. And now this particular document is in my personal documents, right? And so very quickly I've added another formula pattern to my own personal documents. And then, as I go and use this myself, what I can do is I can come in here, I can maybe edit the formula. Maybe I want to change up the way that it's structured. Maybe I want to change this name here, and I can do it all within the application. I can say, okay, conditional colors, right? And then I can just go commit and then update. And now, I've got this as my own. Right, and we can start our own discussion around it. And where this is going to be quite powerful, more powerful than it is even now, is when we have our teams feature. And so what you're going to be able to do, so yeah, you might be able to grab something from the community, but if you want to collaborate over that particular document within your team, well, then you can obviously copy other formulas or other documents of apps, and then you can start a discussion about that within your specific team, private to your team. Okay. Any questions so far about this? Because this is even just this one particular. I mean, this is huge, right? This is one app, and it's gonna. I know even if we just had this one app, I think that this, like, I honestly feel the subscription would be worth it because of how much time you would save. I mean, so what I think it's about, I think it's about $20 a month. That's how much the subscription is. But I mean, if you think about how much time, if you were developing Power BI reports all the time, like I believe this one app will save you hours in a month, easy. Any questions? Any thoughts? Has anyone been using it any other way? Do you like that? Look, tell me about it. Do you like that particular application? Do you like the potential of it? I mean, the idea is that we're going to build this up really quickly, right? Think of all of the different formula patterns, all the ways that you could run analysis over different business functions, different industries. We've got over 400 videos on our YouTube channel, all talking about very specific techniques. Well, the idea is that you can come in here, we can save them all to the community. Someone can come in and say they want to look at rank X formulas or ranking. Right, and then you find a formula pattern, and then you can customize it however you like, copy it into your model. It's gonna help considerably, right? Okay, so no questions. Okay, let's move on. So another one we've got in here is the color theme generator, and so this is an app we've had for a while, but we've just improved it quite a lot. And so we've obviously got our color fan, and so what we've done here is historically we didn't have many colors that you could select. But now we're making it just super easy to change the amount of colors that you have, right? And so you can build your palette really, really quickly. We make it really easy to copy the actual code. So you find a color theme that you like. All you need to do is come into here, come into the color theme area, go customize current theme, and just change the hex codes. That's literally it. You can come in here and come across to the thing and you say, okay, I want to copy this one, go back to your model, copy it in, just like that. And very quickly you can set up a theme that suits your design requirements. The other thing you can do is this. You could say, okay, I want to save the theme, because maybe you've got a corporate, a customer, or you're working with a group that has this particular theme. Well, you can, or you find a theme that you like, you can come in here and you can save it, and play around with this, a lot to get to what you want. Okay, but not only that, you can do that with these other ones as well. So we've seen some quite interesting ones for using this one, but also we've really improved this app as well. And so you can change the amount of colors you want, but also the distribution around how the colors look. And so if you go down in the color gap, you get more consistent colors. And then what we've also done is you can actually input a base color here and then change the palette around that base color as well. So we've added a bit of functionality there. Okay, so a couple of questions. So could copy button from color fan only the hex without the hash? Well, the reason we've done the hash is because that's what's actually required inside of Power BI. So when you go to Power BI and you go customize your current theme, it actually requires the hash at the start. So that's purely why we've done that. So it makes sense to have the hash in front of it. So yeah, so we're probably not going to change that, because I think that it's, we try to customize it specifically, for Power BI. Couple of other questions. Yusuf's asked, can we talk more about the analytics planner? Yes, we will. I'll go into that in a second. Okay, so that's the color theme. So the other great thing as well, though, is that you can leverage off other color themes in the community. Okay, and so here's a really awesome one that I thought was quite cool. And so we can actually open this document, and you'll see that this is, this is a really nice theme that you can play around with. And the idea is that, whether this will be used extensively or not is not, I'm not sure, but you can also collaborate around themes as well. You can collaborate internally, people can ask questions, you can like it, etc. So again, this is the sort of social aspect of what we're trying to achieve. So Greg has asked, can you lock one color and cycle the others? Yes, you can. Okay, so say for example, so this is an addition we've made to this particular one. So in the color palette here, okay, let's go find a particular color we like. Okay, how about this one? I'll copy this, and then I'll come back into here, and then what I can do is I can paste this in here, what I just copied, and then we can refresh. Oh, did it not lock? Didn't lock. Sorry, it didn't lock. My bad. So let's change it. Hold on a second. I'm probably not using it right. So unlock it, paste it in. Oh yeah, there you go. Okay. So sorry, I wasn't using it right. But yeah, so you can lock one color like that. Cool. If you're just joining, we're talking about the Analyst Hub, and you can sign up for free. So sign up for free and get some functionality. It's limited functionality, but definitely I want everyone to jump in and try it. You know, I can foresee thousands of users, you know, using the Analyst Hub. That's what we want. That's what we're striving for. You know, I truly believe it can make that big an impact to all analysts out there who are using Power BI. You know, we've got an awesome tool now, and you know, we're certainly not stopping here. We've got a lot more of additional things we're going to add to it, and I can show you some of those shortly. Okay, so other things that we've got here. So another great thing we've built in here is the Power BI portfolio. So what this particular app enables you to do is, it's quite simple. It enables you to upload images, and you can write, you know, a title and some details. So how I foresee this being used is, one, is that it's going to be a great way to showcase your portfolio and sort of collaborate with the community. And so others can get inspired by your work, and you can discuss, you know, how you've done things with others. And the other thing is, it's going to be a great organizing tool for organizations, teams internally, because what you can do is you can collaborate, you can consolidate like all your models you're building, and you can put them in specific, once we launch the projects feature, you'll be able to put them in specific projects in certain teams, and you'll just be able to see what everyone is actually doing quite easily with Power BI, and you'll be able to link that up to the project management side of things that we've built in, the project management tool. You know, so you can see how it's just going to really help the organization around how you, you know, how you deploy Power BI internally within your teams. Okay, cool. So quick question by Christoph. Inside the color editing, it doesn't use the hex, the number, the hash. The only thing, or the thing I would say about that, Christoph, is that I would never go in, these days in Power BI, I would never go and individually change a color, because you just want to set up your theme right and just use the colors in your theme. That's how you want to be operating things. So I don't think I've changed it. Ever since they introduced themes, I don't think I've ever used individual color adjustments. So I don't know, it's personal preference, but at the moment we're just going to stick to how it is, unfortunately. Okay, so what I can do here, I can come in here and why don't I add one myself as we're here as a demonstration. And so what I can do is, I'm just going to go and find something I've developed in the past. Why don't I find my challenges? And so I developed, what's this one? Customer engagement. All files. No images there. Delivery app review. Okay, so maybe I haven't actually taken images of these. Okay, so I'll just do this one. I'll do one. Okay. Challenge submission. Okay. submission to the Power BI challenge. I think it was 4. And then what you can also do is you can also add a link to the actual project. So the publish to web, if you have a publish to web link, you can do that. And so what I'm going to do here, I'm going to switch this to a community document and then I'm going to save it. Okay. So then what I can do, I can come quickly to the community and you'll see that this now appears in the community. And so when we bring everyone together here and we've got thousands of people using the Analyst Hub, just imagine what sort of inspiration you're going to be able to get from everyone that's sort of posting these, right? And also just showing your work off, showcase your portfolio to the community, to those involved in the Analyst Hub, right? And so if we come already sort of look down here, also this is going to appear in my personal documents, by the way, and then we can open it up, etc. What you can also do is if I click here, we can collaborate on it, right? So say you really like this, you can jump in. You know, someone could say, I'm going to say, what do you all think? Right, and so you can have a conversation about it as well. And all of these notifications, we also have all these notifications embedded into the Analyst Hub, and so I can actually see who's commenting on my particular report, my particular documents, who's liking them. And also we've got emails going out as well around it as well also. So that's kind of how we're really trying to build up this social network around this particular app. Okay. Now, so you see here, if I actually filter on portfolio, you can see all the different examples that are already loaded up, right? So let's dive into this one. This is Alex's submission to the insurance challenge. And amazing submission, right? And so he's written a little bit about it. We've also got his published a web link. You know, we can leave comments as well and talk. So I could click into here and I can, you know, have a play around with this report, which was truly phenomenal, absolutely amazing report. But we just made it super easy for, you know, the community to leverage off it, right? Okay, let's go into the next one. So, okay, so Analytics Planner, right? So this is a, you know, what we're doing here is a big part of just being able to collaborate really effectively inside your organization. Okay, so I think it would be great to really build out some templates here, and that's what we're going to do. But what you have here is total flexibility around building your project management, on how you build out your project management strategy around your Power BI models. And so the idea also is that we're trying, you know, you can link between other documents of other apps, you know, to specific projects. So like within your projects, and here you might have, you know, certain formulas you use, certain portfolio images you want to showcase, certain color themes, all those sort of things, and all these other apps we're going to build in. You want to collaborate on them within, say, like a project management board. Okay. And so I'm going to say, Power BI challenge, I think we're up to 9, planning, right? And I can change the title, and then I can say, this is the planning board for Power BI challenge 9. Okay. Okay. So what do I want to put in here? Maybe I want to say, okay, review requirements, or maybe we want to make it a little bit more broad. So what do you do when you're first starting out? What are the things you sort of got to check off when you're creating a Power BI report? What do you think? Let me know. Okay, let's have a think. Well, we can just call this initial planning. Right, so I'm just going to create these up first. Initial planning. What do we got? Yeah, maybe we could say query editor. Initial planning, developments, and then we've got. Maybe we'd put in development, and then we'll put completed, maybe. something like that. So I think with these columns, you've got to think a bit more broad, because what you want to do is you want to say, okay, well, what here you want to go, okay, what parts are you working on? Okay, so we could say here is query. You know, this is totally flexible, right? This is just me just sort of making it up on the spot. We could say collecting data, okay, and then we could say, okay, building data model. Okay, then we could add another one. We could say DAX formulas. And then we could say visualization, navigation. Right. You know, another one we could do is review, challenge, and gather key insights. Okay. Now, say this one, I probably want to move up the top here. Let's see if I can move this. So we've got flexibility around that. Okay. Now, okay, say we wanted to add something else in. We could say, okay, let's go. Okay, what have we got here? We've got evaluating challenge. Okay, and then what I can do is I can actually move this. So it's totally dynamic, totally flexible. So not only think about this from a personal perspective, but also think about this from a team perspective. Okay. So, you know, this is how you can just gather all of the key things and plan and strategize yourself personally, but also from, you know, a team, you know, with your team, with those who eventually, when we have our team's functionality set up, you can, you know, all collaborate over this dynamic project management board. Okay. And so maybe what I want to do in here is, you know, challenge requirements. Okay. I'm going to show you something cool in a second. Okay. Now, what we can do here is we can click on these particular elements and we have this area here, right? And so what I might want to do is come into here and let's try to find the actual detail, okay? Let's see, when was this? Okay, so here we go, Power BI Challenge 9. Okay, and so what I could do is I could come down here, grab the brief like this. Let's see if, so there's quite a bit actually. Oh, this is actually quite a long one. Okay, I don't know if all of this is actually going to copy, but what I could do is I can come in here and I can copy it in, right? If I wanted to. Then what we have ability to write, so we could save that. This automatically saves, by the way. And then I could say, you know, interesting challenge. And so you can, yeah, I'm just commenting to myself, obviously, but you know, you'll be able to collaborate within your team pretty easily. And you can come in here and refine this, you know, however you like. So, you know, obviously the imagery hasn't come through, so that's all good. And that table hasn't really worked as well. But anyway, at least you can put it in the one place. And then maybe what I want to do is I'm going to change this color to blue just to make it stand out a little bit more. Okay. And then we can plan out, okay, well, what do we need? Okay, maybe we need, you know, review challenge and gather key insights. I haven't actually read through the challenge just yet. But, you know, you can see how, you know, you as a team, you know, this is the stuff we're working on right now. Okay, then, okay, we can move it in development. Okay, once we've done that, you know, we can move it to here. So this is, you know, individually, you know, whether you have to do all of this individually is certainly up in the air. I mean, it's not something you have to do if you're an individual, but, you know, when you're rolling out Power BI within your team, you know, there's so many moving parts and, you know, there's so many different ways you could set this up. I mean, maybe you could set up something completely different where it's sort of just planning out your entire Power BI implementation throughout your business function. And, you know, you can all collaborate in this particular area on, you know, what you're doing. And, you know, the idea is, you know, you can leverage off a lot of the templates and ideas, you know, that are embedded in the community and templates which we're creating internally that you can, you know, you can use as well. So definitely one of my to-dos with my team is we're going to build out a range of these different templates that you can utilize, yourself. So you got to come into the community, find a template that you like, click it, and then copy it into your own documents, and then sort of leverage off that. So that's going to be a big work on for us. Can you add pictures to the analytics planner? I am not sure about that. I don't think so. I don't think so right now. Hold on a second, let's have a look. I don't think so right now. Maybe something for us to add in the future, but you can add links. So you can add links, maybe have a picture that's saved on your OneDrive or something like that. So if it's absolutely necessary, yeah, potentially. You could do that for now, but maybe that's something we look to add in the future. There is a lot of updates that we're going to try and make to this particular, all of the sort of editor parts in the app. We're going to try and really make it what I think it's sort of what you see is what you get type of thing. So I know the formatting doesn't really hold when you make comments or write descriptions on particular documents. So we're going to really work on that. Okay, what do we got? So another one here is development priorities, right? So this could be, again, this is totally flexible. So, maybe you might have a few of these. So let's just say you're working in the finance function, and you've got a range of different reports. And so maybe you want to say, okay, currency management dashboard, right? Collecting all the key insights we want to showcase in the currency report. Okay, and so again, this is an awesome collaboration tool where you can say add a card and you can say, okay, I want to see currency rates through time. I want to see the change in exchange rates year on year, currency forecasts, and currency conversions on sales. Okay, so look, I'm just making this up. But again, this is a totally flexible app that you can click in here and you can write notes. You can say change colors based on whatever way you decide to use the application. And then you have this board where you can rename. You can also rename these as well. So we can come in here and say value to report. Okay. Then we can go development effort. And so the other cool thing here is that this is saving automatically, right? I don't know if we can change this one. No, we can't change that. Okay, so what we can do is then we can then move these into specific areas, and then as a team, you can really prioritize, and this could get quite detailed, right? If you really wanted to build this out, and this is the way to collaborate with your management, with your executives, to get down all of the requirements that you want in particular reports. You can collaborate on it, as you start off. And as a team, you can you can work on, okay, well, so and so's got this particular one, so and so's got this particular one. This is high value. Development effort is pretty low. So it's just a way for you to plan that all out effectively within your team, within your organization. So there's so many ways that again, I said this earlier. We're trying to create a lot of flexibility here around how you can use it, and so there's no one way to use this, right? We want to make sure that you sort of just dream up ways that you can use it yourself. Like they're already, already we're having a lot of different ideas thrown at us by those who've been using it. Just a quick one. We also have down here just some other apps that we've built, like our bot. We've integrated into the Analyst Hub and also our knowledge base, so you can quickly navigate to those as well. Those are already available on our site though. I'm going to probably round things off soon. I just want to make sure, just give me a second. I might have another call to jump on here. I'll just double check that. Any questions? Any questions? No, I'm all good for another 20 minutes. Any questions? Because I'll show you some of the other ways that people are using this, and also what we're doing next, like our development plan. I'm going to show you what we are actually planning to do. Asana here. So just a reminder, everyone who's coming on, you can actually sign up for free and start using the Analyst Hub. It's limited functionality for free users, but the idea is you can have a play around and start utilizing the apps, and then I do hope you'll quickly see the value in getting a proper subscription. In terms of pricing, okay, let's actually just go into that. So we haven't, to be honest, we're going to play around with this a little bit. This is not sort of set in stone, but in terms of like the actual pricing itself, the pricing level, this is going to stay pretty constant. But with the free tier, so you can sign up for free, you can use all the apps, and you can save up to 3 documents. Okay, so you can use the apps for as long as you want for free, but you can only save up to 3 documents, right? And a lot of obviously a lot of the value in the Analyst Hub, we believe, is in the ability to save a whole range of documents and to leverage off the community. So that's obviously why we want to make sure that you can try it out and give it a go, because there's obviously value in just using the DAX cleanup tool and the color theme generator. That's fine. But if you really want to save your patterns and you want to leverage off the community's formulas and color themes and other things we're embedding, that requires an upgrade. Also, the professional tier is if you want to pay yearly at $17 a month. If you want to pay by month, it's only $21 per month. Okay. Then we have a team tier, and so if you want to quickly get this into your, if you've got a team of 5, I think it's 5, up to 5 team members is this particular one, I think. And yeah, it's only $90 per month for 5 people if you want to get your team on board within your organization here. One thing to note is that the Analyst Hub is also included in our Center of Excellence offering. So this actually comes as packaged into our Center of Excellence. So if you want to talk more about Center of Excellence, definitely get in contact. So that includes, Center of Excellence is everything. It's including the education platform, resources, forum support, custom Center of Excellence events, and the Analyst Hub, and some other things we've got in the pipeline. Any questions on our pricing, etc.? I know a lot of you have taken advantage of the pre-sale, which is cool, which is great, and so you've been able to get to your access at massively reduced prices. But that I always wanted to do that. I wanted to reward our early adopters, those who really champion what we're doing. So really appreciate if you took part in that. Okay. A little bit longer. I'll go for a little bit more. So how are other people using this? And so it's been great to see what others need and how others are using the Analyst Hub, and it's given us ideas around what we want to do pretty quickly. Okay, the first one of the big things we're going to do in the next month, one of the biggest things we're doing is we're including 2 really key features. One is called projects and one is called teams. Okay. Now projects is going to enable you to basically have a folder structure around your documents. Okay. Teams is going to be, you're going to be able to have a unique collaboration area like the community, but just for your team. Okay, so you'll not only be able to share your docs, have them personally for yourself, but also with the community, but you'll be able to share them just to your private team as well. Okay, so those are going to be 2 massive additions. The other big additions that we're working on to embed into here is different apps. So we're going to create what's called a data model planner, so you can plan out data models. We're also creating what we're calling a data pipelines tool, so you can plan out within an organization where all your data needs to come from to go into your Power BI reports. And so that's going to be another big one that we work on. They're going to be really similar to this, where you can, add a card and then say, say for the data model planner, you might put, okay, this is my customer table, something like that. It's not going to look exactly like this, but I'm just trying to give you an idea of like how it's going to be. So you can just like sort of plan these things out and sort of document them internally, so to create a lot more continuity around what you're doing inside of Power BI. So that's that one. And then we're also planning on building a dashboard wireframing tool, which again is not going to be overly complex. It's just going to be a simple way to collaborate around how you want to build your dashboards or plan out your own individual dashboards and reports. Okay. It's just going to be like a really simple, okay, I want a donut chart here. What do I want to show here? I want to show this. And then I want to put, on a canvas, I want to put, a line chart here, a column chart here. And you're just going to be able to really lay out quite quickly a plan around how you want to build your dashboard. It's not going to be like really comprehensive, where you can change all these other color, change colors and get really specific around what you do. It's just going to be a simple planning tool that will also enable collaboration. So say you want to plan something out, and instead of jumping in and doing it before you go and check off with your manager, you can send him or her the plan, and they can add to it or say, yeah, I don't like that. That's kind of like what we're trying to do with that. Okay. Then some other simple things that we're going to do. Okay. Others have been asking for an M code catalog as well. Okay. So what you can do is you can actually place M code in the DAX cleanup tool if you really want. But what we want to do is we just want a simple way so you see down here, so Brian he input some M code in here, right? And so, you can just put your M code in here and go copy code and copy it into the query editor, the advanced editor in Power Query. Okay. But what we want to do is we want to, we don't want formatting. This is formatted as you would like our DAX format. And so we just want a simple way for you to catalog all your different M code queries as well. And so it will just be another simple document that instead of being sort of about DAX, it'll be about M code. And so we think we can actually really execute on that quite quickly, because we basically will just have to copy and paste this app here and actually reduce the functionality inside of it. So we're really looking to do that pretty quickly. The other one is again, hopefully not a huge lift for us, but we're going to have, so here we've got a Power BI portfolio, but what I want to also create is a data model portfolio. And so you can actually create images of your data models from your Power BI reports and then create a portfolio of those. And so that's going to be awesome from a community perspective as well. The other one that I thought was awesome as well is here. I want to show you what I think Brian did this as well. This is another idea, is why don't we have a way for you to add YouTube videos, links to YouTube videos inside of here, and almost create like your custom learning experience just around free content which is out there. And so you could maybe create like a folder or a project around time intelligence or something, and then go to YouTube and find all the time intelligence videos and then line them all up as individual documents. And you could almost create your own personal learning guide or learning map around how to learn a specific thing. And the thing is that we can just embed this in and around all the other apps that we have inside the Analyst Hub, and you can very quickly see an opportunity where, you have like a project or a folder which has time intelligence formulas, and then you have all of these videos that talk about how that particular formula pattern works, and it's just going to be an awesome learning experience as well. So I think that's really all the main things. I think that is. Let me just have a look. Let me have a quick look. So this is just our. I'm showing you the back end of how we're doing all this. This is our roadmap here. So we got teams, projects, and so what we also want to do is make it super easy to share documents to people who haven't got subscriptions. So just make it super easy to go click share, and you can share a link, and then someone else can come and have a look and provide feedback. Yeah, we're going to try and embed that into it as well. What else have we got? One other small thing is we're going to enable users to come in here and rename. So if it's your own document, what you can do is you can come in here and rename it in here. At the moment, you can't do that. Okay. Any last questions? Any last questions? I will probably round off if there is none, because I've just got to shoot and go to another call. But hopefully, what do you think? Let me know. Let me know. Look, I want to do a number of these demos. I want as many people to sign up and experience the Analyst Hub as possible, because this has been huge for us. This is going to be a huge part of enterprise DNA going forward. I'm going to be talking about it a lot because I'm going to be using it all the time. You know, the idea is we are, you know, really focused on enhancing the development of Power BI reports and trying to speed it up by, you know, a factor of 3, right? Or more, you know, and I really feel even with where we're at now, we can do a lot of that. And with what we've got coming up, like, it's just going to be seriously amazing. You know, what can be achieved inside of here. Could be, you know, more than 3x, could be 5x improvement. Yep. And we're also taking a lot of feedback. We're taking a lot of ideas, a lot of feedback, and we're going to enhance it that way as well. Okay, last chance before I sort of click out. Thanks for coming in. This was just a bit of a random live call that I decided to do because, you know, we're really at that point where we're releasing the Analyst Hub to the world, you know, letting everyone have a play around with it now. And so, you know, very excited about where this is going to go. Definitely make sure to, if you haven't logged on yet, haven't signed up, definitely do that. You can do that at the link that is in the chat, and then have a play around. Okay, everyone, thanks a lot. I'll just switch back to me. Enjoy today. Watch out for more sessions from me coming up. You know, really looking forward to showcasing more about how you can use this, you know, as we develop new templates and new techniques around how you can use the Analyst Hub. You know, I'm really going to be, you know, talking a lot about those. So looking forward to getting into that in the near future. Okay, take care, everyone. Talk to you soon.